So I want to talk a little bit about this Tracy Morgan Walmart thing. For those of you who don't know, earlier this year there was an auto accident involving Tracy Morgan's limo and a Walmart truck. I presume like an 18-wheeler type. Tracy Morgan and the people in his car weren't wearing a seatbelt, but the dude driving the Walmart truck was going 20 miles over the speed limit and had been awake for more than 24 hours. A lot of people are going to say, well, what about the driver? Where's his fault in this? He's got some fault, but he had to make a living. I get that. And Walmart's not the type of company that you can just, you can just take time, oh, sorry, boss, like, I, didn't sleep last night, I can't come to work. The fuck you can't come to work, and, I don't know. But Walmart issued a statement yesterday stating that the injuries caused by Tracy Morgan and his other one of them died. Tracy didn't, but one of them did die. But the injuries caused were not caused by Walmart. Rather, they were caused by the passenger's refusal to wear a seatbelt or whatever. That's bullshit. Let's have some accountability from arguably the largest chain store in the world. It's not like you don't have the money to make this right. Why not pay for the injuries, and, have Tracy Morgan do a PSA. They have the type of clout that this could happen, but they're not going to spend the money like that. Walmart was my first job, and, I just know the attitude that they, or at least on the store level, that they had about, it's very bottom line, very cut and dry, if they don't have any use for you, they ain't got no use for you. That's how it is. When I was there, growing up, I'd always heard that Walmart was an alright place to work. If you didn't have an education or whatever, you could make a pretty comfortable living if you stuck with Walmart. They showed loyalty to their employees. Well, around the time that I started working there, probably about a year in, I worked there for 2 years, probably about a year in, they put caps, like, capping off what people could earn. And that's their right, but I didn't think it was right, because there were people that had been there for 25 years who were over the cap. Now, what happened to their salaries once they were over the cap, whether it stayed the same or it went back down to the cap, I never asked. But it's not right. It's not right. And what they're doing now is not right. They to say that, and I quote, Walmart said the injuries were caused in whole or part by plaintiff's failure to properly wear an appropriate available seatbelt restraint device. The company said by not using seatbelts, the plaintiffs acted unreasonably in disregard to the plaintiff's own best interest. Excuse me? That's a cop-out. But it gets worse. Walmart said Morgan and the other plaintiffs' damages were not caused by the company or any of its affiliated employees. So basically what they're saying is that it's not our fault, nor is it the truck driver's fault. Instead, the chain noted the possibility that injuries may have been caused by third parties over whom Walmart has no control. What fucking third parties? Was there a fucking mouse in the cab that had the fucking accelerator pushed down? That's bullshit. The dude was going 20 miles over the speed limit. He was tired. He was sleepy. He made a mistake. Alright? That's what happened. The dude made a mistake. And it really bums me out that a multi-billion-dollar corporation is taking the low road and trying to lawyer their way out of this. In essence, that's what's fucking wrong with the world. Take some fucking ownership, some accountability, own your fuck-ups. Why is that such a problem? For everybody. Nobody wants to own a mistake that they've made. They want to hide from it and, sweep it under the fucking rug. That's not right. And, I hope all this ends well for Tracy. He's a comedian. I can't say that he's phenomenal or anything like that, by my opinion, but, a lot of people really fucking like him. And good. He deserves all this. Any comedian who can make a living and be successful, I'm supportive of, regardless of whether I like their material or not. And honestly, I hope he just fucking fillets Walmart in court. I hope that Walmart's request for a trial by jury bites them so hard in the ass. But Walmart has a lot more money to fight this case than Tracy Morgan does. He's probably got a little bit of money in his bank account. He could probably fight this for a while. But he's not billionaire rich. He might be a millionaire, but he's not billionaire rich. And he doesn't have billionaire lawyers. Fighting in court is nothing that Walmart doesn't already have budgeted for. They were ready for this. I just wish that they would have some accountability. It's sad. It's really sad.